Oh dear, what a change. 180 on an immigration, just like that overnight. About a month ago, I've released a video about ChatGPT, basically replacing jobs in real time. It's a very popular video. I suppose you might want to watch it after this. I'll try to put a link around here. In that video then, I was talking about the danger of feeling safe. You know, we've been living in the very lucky times over the last couple of decades where things were very stable. And I think those times are about to finish, about to end, if they haven't ended already. And as much as ChatGPT and whole AI was a kind of warning, first warning about the change, coming change, and how much we should change our perspective about our lives, about being safe. What happened last night with Labour Party and Keir Starmer is an absolute wake-up call for everyone still believing that the way they used to live is how they're going to live forever. I mean, come on, everybody knows Labour was all about immigration, right? It was like one of the main points for Labour was to just, we should get along together nicely, whatever, not talking about this, it's all fantastic. Immigrants are very welcome, etc., right? And now, suddenly, we've been told like it's maybe not that case, maybe it's a bit, not even maybe, it's like a statement saying, no, we should not do that anymore. How, all these people voting for Labour, for that particular thing, how do you feel about it? How do they feel now? I mean, it's ridiculous, right? But it happened. And for many people, many people will see it as a surprise. But I haven't, you know. I've been warning about this for my channel here, that there is change coming, guys. A massive, drastic change in how we live our lives. And especially for anyone who is an immigrant. There's nothing to be worried about in my case, in my opinion. But there's definitely a wake-up call, the last wake-up call for you guys to actually take your lives and your journey as an immigrant seriously. I think long term it's going to work out well for everyone. It's probably going to bring us all closer together and hopefully remove all those barriers put in between us, dividing people, and preventing us from even speaking about this. Short term, that might be a little bit pain, a little bit inconvenience for people. But that's the way it is, right? So we now going to the point where the false security feelings are being destroyed pretty much in front of us. And with the Labour stand, 180, it's a clear message that the world has changed. So in my channel here, I'm not about to talk to you to scare you, to make feel sound great, doom and gloom. I want to actually inspire you guys to take your life and your assimilation and the journey as an immigrant seriously, because you have two options, okay? There are two alternatives now. One, you pretend this is not your country and you don't care about this and just fantasize about your own home country, whatever your values from where you're coming from, and that's going to lead you nowhere good. Or two, you just accept, you are just mature enough to accept, look, this is my home. There are lots of good things about this place. Maybe not everything, but there's no country is perfect. And you should learn to love this country, love the people, and work on yourself and everything around you to make it better. Because look, it's true, the truth is, the politicians, they only do politicians think. They always do. They do. It's like in business. That's my experience, right? It's like people do 180s for no reason, just because they are like this. And when you've seen these things many times, when you've seen it enough, you realize that the real power to make a difference, the real power to change anything is just one person, and that's you, okay? And I think over the last few years, people were being told to believe that they don't need to care, they don't need to worry much because everything is going to be sorted, taken care for them. And that's false, you see. This is why I believe long term it's going to work out good, even for you immigrants, and myself, because once we get past that uncertain times where it's like, whoa, the shock, the initial shock, you'll be forced to actually look into the mirror and say, okay, who am I? What am I doing? What do I want? And up until now, we were told this is not necessary. We can just rely on it. Just let us do it for you. We, the government, we're going to look after you. We're going to solve all your problems, give money, everything, no worries. And everybody with a brain knows that this is this destructive behavior, because you can't just babysit people, adults, okay? You just have to let them go, grow, and go about their own lives. Make mistakes, sure, but just go, own it. And over the last, years, not only people were told not to do it, but we were even forbidden to speak about this. And I can see now more and more people are just, going out and saying what they think. And I think, again, it's a good thing long term. Where this will lead eventually, we'll see. But I think this is your really, really last call to think about yourself, okay? And don't despair. This is nothing to be worried about, but definitely be worried about how you see yourself in your life, because there is nobody else coming to help you, okay? It's just you guys. I encourage any of you just to, try new things, accept your home as your new country as a home, accept the values, don't fight the currents, because it's pointless. And for whoever, any of you guys are actually fed up with the lie we've been told, and maybe your life, which was also maybe a lie, I encourage you to examine your current life, the past life, your work, your values, and maybe try to figure out if there's a different path, okay? You don't have to open a business or be a big entrepreneur, but if you're fed up with your job or your past life, you might just as well embrace it, go out there to people, just try to be more like English people, like embrace values of the country, right? Use it as to your advantage. There's so many people who would want to be in your place into this country, and they can't, and it's going to be even harder now. But if you are here, you shouldn't have any excuses to just not to take advantage of the situation. Go out there, assimilate, speak to people, be open about this. Say that you're an immigrant, that's fine, but you're accepting it. You want to improve everyone's life in the country and your own life. And the step number one is just that, is to actually going out there and doing your best to becoming a part of a country. You cannot stay in your local closed communities forever pretending that's not your issue, because right now, trust me, this will become very much so all of our issues, and people who don't want to or refuse to be part of the country will see challenges on their way, okay? So now is the time, go up there, talk to your people, make your new friends, open up to people, and live the way the people around you want to live. Just don't be difficult. So you see, as much as the technology is interrupting our lives and jobs, we now have another thing to deal with, which is a geopolitical shift. It could be called, you can call it a Trump effect, or coincidence, or I don't know, but it's just happening. It's truth. It's really happening. And the choices are, you either fight it and it's going to be losing fight, or you just accept it and go with it and help others build that country to what we really want it to be, our home. Right, if you like that video, if it resonates with you, please leave me a like. Consider subscribing to my channel, where I am talking about how to improve your life and become a part of the community, real community, country, rather than just staying an outsider, hiding, because that's not the way. And yes, thank you so much for your time, for your support. I hope you love the English countryside. Look at that, it's beautiful. And I'll see you soon. Cheers.